she means business, assisting women to get ahead in the workplace. And it's time today for Power Women, Power Advice, where we speak to a few women achievers and firstly find out a little bit about their journey and then also get a tip or an advice from them for women who do want to get ahead in the workplace. And today we are meeting Kanika Bahl. But first, let me tell you why. One of the biggest challenges I think women face in their career is when they've had a baby and they want to go back to work and they don't know where to leave the baby. It's a heartbreaking decision, one that is fraught with a lot of guilt for all mothers. We did a little dipstick survey and we realized that grandparents or family is right on top of the option list, followed possibly by a maid or a nanny whom they've known for a very, very long time and whom they can trust, and then come options like the daycare center. But for mothers who do not have a support system in the city that they work in or live in, this becomes a very, very difficult decision. So we wanted to understand what are the key things that you should look for in a good daycare center. Hence, Kanika Bahl. Kanika is the co-founder of a daycare center cum preschool called the Courtyard in Tardio in Mumbai. It's a very happy, very cheerful place. In fact, it has been ranked as the 11th best preschool in Mumbai. So off we went. We spoke to her about her journey, why she started a daycare center, and also found out from her the key things that you should look for in a good daycare center. And this is what we chatted about. Hi Kanika.
Hi, Ritika.
Firstly, this huge guilt that mothers have about leaving their child with the daycare, how do they deal with that? What are the things that they can look at so that the guilt is lessened? So how do they select the daycare, or how do they be a part of the whole daycare bit that their guilt reduces and the whole going back to work is not so much of a challenge?
See, when you have a baby, there are certain options you can do for the baby. Either, of course, the first being the family. You have your grandparents taking care of the baby, and you have a helper also assisting with taking care of the baby, and the mother goes to work. That's the traditional way, the way babies were looked after.
Right.
When the woman had to work. The other option was the woman used to take a sabbatical, like what I did, because I didn't have that support system. So I quit work and I looked after my babies, brought them up. And then, of course, now I've started a daycare with the same. That was precisely the only reason for me to start.
Okay.
Because I felt that this was a lacuna in the system, that a mother who didn't have a family support, where does she go? So we built this place, with the same thing that we can provide an extended family support to the mother. Of course, you cannot deny the importance of a grandparent. Grandparents are there to spoil the babies. And but at the same time, the mother needs somebody who can look after her baby while she's away, and look after the way the baby will be looked after at home.
Absolutely.
So the whole idea is that you have to give an environment to the baby where the baby doesn't feel he's going to a center or a school or another place. It has to become a second home for the child. So once that is established between the baby, the mother and the daycare people who are running the place, then there is a seamless effort we see in terms of settling the child, in terms of having the parents' comfort and their guilt not being there at all. That is, we've reached a point where the parents are more than happy to say that, oh, my baby is so happy with you, and it keeps me relaxed. So you do certain things with the parent, like you do some tangible things like putting a CCTV camera, giving a live feed to the parent. The parent is, you have WhatsApp groups. You communicate all the time, you send pictures of your baby during the day, something interesting happens, you click a picture.
That's really nice. So they don't miss out on
it's like the moment, right? There are two children playing, doing a role play with a small video recording. Right. So these are little ways of, telling your parent that this is what is happening here. Of course, he's able to see on the live TV as well, on his camera, on the phone, sorry. So, so these are little ways. Then apart from this, we keep the parent very involved. So we keep the parent involved. When I say we do a lot of events. nice. So we have a Valentine's Day where we celebrate, the children do so we put up a performance by the children. Then we have a Grandparents' Day where the grandparents coming. So different, and all the festivals which we celebrate, again the parents are involved. So certain things which happen in the preschool, there also the parents are involved because we run a preschool, very premium preschool along with the daycare. So as a result, when the parent comes to us, we give a one-stop solution. Yes, that's true.
So, as a final question, what are the key points that a mom should or parents should look at while selecting a daycare?
So first and the foremost, you should know who's running it, who's the promoter, whether are they involved or is it just a business for them?
Okay. Yeah.
Are they themselves very much physically involved, or is it that just a panel of members and they have staff? So I think that's a very important. Personal connect is very important. So you can do your own research, you can find out about their background, do a ref check, talk to the parents. Then you must approach the daycare and ask for numbers of the other existing parents. And if you are a grandparent yourself, ask the number of the grandparents. Why not? Speak to them, get feedbacks. And if you are convinced, only then come and see the center also, I would say. Then when you walk into the center, you have to see the body language of the people. I think we are enough smart to see what is going around, whether everybody is roaming around with a sullen face or smiling at children or even smiling at you for that matter. So these little things you have to see. Hygiene, very important, because you're handling small babies by the end of the day, where risk of infections is extremely high. One child infected can be entire. So extremely high. The norms, we have very strict medical norms that if your child is sick, please keep them at home. They're not supposed, unless they go into a remission when the antibiotic and the other doses are over and they're just on homeopathy or something, that's fine. That little thing goes on. But very, very important that hygiene has to be top priority. So a center has to look as new as ever. As new, when I say, it doesn't mean just in terms of its looks, but clean, very, very clean. So we give a lot of emphasis on cleaning. Ask them questions about how they keep their toys clean, what about the bed sheets and other things, how often they are washed. So these are the questions you must ask a daycare center.
Also cameras.
And the cameras, yes, of course. The CCTV monitoring is extremely very, very important. Then a first aid, is the staff first aid trained in first aid? Very important. We have been trained, all our staff, and we have refresher courses. Every year we do a refresher course, just to kind of go through the whole thing. All of us are trained, including the helpers, the teachers, the center head. So we are all trained in first aid. Then who is your contact pediatrician for this? Is there any pediatrician on the panel? So we have a tie-up with the hospital. So how does that work? If there is any emergency, how does the daycare handle that? So these are the questions which are very important. Then fire exits, very important. Very important. And there is a list of 10 things which BMC has given us, where many preschools and daycares don't follow that, which is very sad. But you must follow those. They are not mandatory, but you must follow. So for example, it has to be on a ground floor. Yes. And there has to be another floor.
That's a BMC mandate.
Yes,
it has to be on the ground floor.
Yes. It's a must.
It makes a lot of sense.
It makes a lot of sense because if there is any emergency, you just have to rush out with the babies. And there has to be.
I don't think a lot of daycares follow that.
Nobody follows that, which is very good. I really feel that there should be some more laws in place, which becomes like a Bible that you have to.
So would a daycare list these on their website?
You should look for. Absolutely. No, we haven't listed them as such like BMC rules, but we have listed that we are.
What are the
we have listed that we are doing? We have an emergency fire exit. We have a fire drill with the staff. Then we also have fire extinguishers. We have a smoke alarm. So these are little things which you have to keep in mind and always make sure that, and these things have to work.
So much, Kanika, for spending time with us. I've enjoyed my time at the Courtyard, and thank you so much for all the tips that you've given us. This is very important. Our aim is to ensure that women do rise up to leadership positions at work, and this is a very critical thing. When they have a baby, for them to go back to work, this is so challenging for young mothers. So you've been a great help. I'm sure our viewers have enjoyed it. Thank you so much for staying with us. Until next time, stay tuned, stay happy, and stay focused. Quick question.